Good morning. Welcome to zoology class. Today the topic is Platyhelminthes general characters. These are flatworms and leaf-like structure, ribbon-like structure. Some of them are. You can see in the diagram. Okay, they are very flat. Gingiber in 1859 called them as Platyhelminthes. Okay, there are 13,000 species in this phylum. Platy means flat, helminths means worms. Hence, these are also called as flatworms. General characteristics: these are free living or some of them are parasitic. The simplest animals that are bilaterally symmetrical. First animals to have three germ layers, that is triploblastic, ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. These are mostly already I told you. Is dorsoventrally flattened body and without true segments. Epidermis has cilia or some of them have cuticle without cilia. Coelom is absent, hence they are acoelomates. The phylum Platyhelminthes represents all flatworms in the kingdom of Animalia. See here, ectoderm and mesoderm, endoderm are present. Directly, endoderm is attaching to the gut. There is no space, hence the coelom is absent. Level of organization, organ level of organization, organ system is well developed. Body covering is soft and may or may not be ciliated, rod shaped bodies. The rhabdites are present in the epidermal cells. The living Platyhelminthes, they are protective and used in food capture. Body cavity. The space between the body wall and the organs is filled with a peculiar connective tissue called parenchyma. It helps in transporting the food materials. Okay, because the coelom is absent, in place of coelom, parenchyma is present. The digestive tract. It is incomplete without anus, only up to stomach it is present. Mouth, pharynx and stomach. Skeletal, respiratory, circulatory systems are absent. Hence the parenchymal network maintains the body shape. It is called hydroskeleton. Gaseous exchange in aerobic flatworms occurs by diffusion through body surface. Excretory system. It mainly consists of flame cells or solenocytes or protonephridia, which are meant for excretion and osmoregulation. Ammonia is the chief excretory waste. Nervous system. The nervous system is ladder-like. It consists of the brain and two main longitudinal nerve cords connected at intervals by transverse commissures. Reproductive system. These animals are hermaphrodites. The reproductive organs are well developed. The fertilization is cross and internal. In tapeworm, self-fertilization is found. Asexual reproduction by transverse binary fission occurs in some flatworms. Development. Life cycle is completed in most flatworms with one or more larval stages. In liver fluke, Miracidium, Sporosis, Staudia, Cercaria and Metacercaria larvae are present. In tapeworm, Oncophore, Hexacanth, Cisterius larvae are found. Regeneration is well marked in flatworms like Planaria. These are mainly divided into four classes: Turbularia, Trematoda, Cystoda. Okay, Turbularia, free living forms. Trematoda, flukes. Monogenia, also flukes. Cystoda, tapeworms. Generally, we don't study about Monogynia as a special class. It is included in Trematoda. So we have 3 classes mainly. Okay. Turbellaria, example Planaria. These are free living, range from 1 millimeter to 600 millimeters in length. Most are predators, scavengers, and terrestrial species are mostly nocturnal. Nocturnal means they come out in the nights and live in shaded, humid locations such as leaf litter or rotting wood. Turbellarians have no cuticle, external layer of organic but non-cellular material. In few species, the skin is a syncytium. Skin has a syncytium, a collection of cells with multiple nuclei and a single shaded external membrane. Means each cell is having many nuclei, that those cells combiningly together called syncytium. However, the skin of most of species consists of a single layer of cells. These are non-parasites. Some species also have a protrusible pharynx that capture the food and transfer it into the mouth. In general, actually mouth should capture, but here the pharynx is coming out of the mouth and capturing the food. So these are carnivores, scavenge on dead animals and detritus. On the anterior end of the head, eyes are present, and auricles also present. Ciliated epidermal layer covers the body. Loosely connected mesenchyme cell surrounds the gut. Locomotion, swim or crawl by ciliary population. Feeding and digestion. Mouth is an opening located on the midventral line. Food goes through the mouth and pharynx like tube into gastrovascular cavity. Same. There is no anus. The undigested food particles are ejected through mouth only. Okay. In these excretory system, series of excretory canals are present. See excretory canals, and small outpushes are those are solenocytes. See, not flame cells. Nucleus, tube cells, excretory pore. Okay, structure of excretory canal. Cilia containing flame cells are found at the end of side branches of these canals. These flame cells are most important for water balance. Reproduction, asexually by transverse fission, sexually by copulation. Nervous system, two longitudinal nerves that extend length of each side of the body. It forms a brain in the anterior region. Series of transverse nerves can be seen. See here, dorsal nerve cord is present, cuticle below the cuticle, and many. Then below that, lateral nerve cord is present. In the beginning, brain is present. Okay, this is nervous system. Next class is Trematoda. It lives as endoparasite. Okay, size is less than 1 millimeter to more than 8 centimeters. Oval and elongated shape. Digestive system, nervous system reduced compared to Turbellaria. Example, Fasciolaris, Clonorchis. Monogynia, free living flatworms are predators. live in water or in shaded, humid terrestrial environments such as leaf litter, ciliated larvae. Most distinguishing feature is the presence of large attachment organ called opisthophore have a single host. Next class is Cystoda. Endoparasites. These are tapeworms. The anterior end has scolex. It is used to attach the host body. Near the scolex there is rostellum that contains hooks, scolex and also suckers. Hooks can withdraw or extend. See, this is the structure of Taenia solium. Here hooks you can see, suckers you can see very clearly. This is total part is scolex. Immature scolex is followed by neck. After the neck, immature proplatids are present, then mature proplatids are present, then gravid proplatids are present. Okay. From strobila makes up body. Strobila is a collection of proglatids. Most are adapted to live inside the gut of the host. 4 feet to 10 feet, sometimes 40 feet. Body is covered by protective cuticle. Digestive system is absent. Reproduction is well developed. Because anyway digested food is they are getting, so digestive system is absent in these flukes. Reproduction is well developed. Symmetry. Bilaterally symmetrical and dorsoventrally flattened. These also. Body cavity, already I told you, all are acoelomates. See, epidermis, acoelomatic organism. Some of them digestive system same, some of them with up to intestine. Anus is absent. Okay, this is the structure of flame cell. And here you can see nervous system. Anterior cerebral ganglion, longitudinal nerve cords, some lateral nerve cords, sensory organs, eye spots, stratocysts are present. Okay, reproduction, asexual and sexual. Excretion is by flagella, by biting their flagella. Excretion is by flame cells. Extract water that contains waste and some reusable material and drive it into network of tube of cells which are lined with flagella and microvilli. Tube cells, flagella drive the water towards exits called nephridiophores. Then combination of flame cells and tube cells are called protonephridia. See the diagram of protonephridia. Some of the animals have cilia or absent or present. I think you people have understood the general characters and classification of platyhelminthes. Thank you for listening my class.